Hey there, YouTube land, and I'm going off to bed, but I wanted to make one last video before I did. I wanted to do something kind of different. Originally I was going to do like a TV renewal type thing, but I thought I want to get back to my roots and do some more stuff about movies tonight. Something that I've been wanting to do for a while. So this is going to be maybe a first part of an ongoing segment, I'm not sure. But I would love to get some video responses on this one here, and basically it's what movies scared you as a kid. Now, first off, I'm going to mention one of the movies that really scared me as a kid that I don't have, but hopefully down the road I'll get it. It's one of those ones that are collectibles and hard to get right now, and that was a Disney film called Dr. Sin, The Scarecrow of Romney Marsh. The laugh that's done in that film scared the crap out of me, and the whole scarecrow idea, I don't know, when I was really young as a kid, it just really freaked me out. But I hear some movies that I do have in my collection that did scare me when I was younger, and some of these seem silly now, some of these still scare me to this day. Some are going to be pretty obvious, and some maybe not so much, but it's what scared me, and I'd really like to know what scared you. So if you watch this video and you feel like you want to give a response in the comments below, or even better yet, give me a video response, love it. So let's start out. And one of the ones that kept me going to the hiding behind the couch a hell of a lot was this movie here, Carnival of Souls. I got to get a better edition of this, don't I? But Carnival of Souls was the movie that really freaked me out. The haunting kind of visuals and the creepiness of that guy that kept following her around, and you know I guess the ending of this seems pretty obvious, but as a kid, it completely freaked me out. This was truly a nightmare caught on film for me, and it just scared me. I'm going to get the obvious ones out of the way first. Next up was one that scared, I guess, a lot of kids back in the day, and that was The Evil Dead. The whole, see that scene there? Yeah, that scared the crap out of me. But most of all, before there's any makeup effects really at all in this movie, the kind of cute girl with the sing-song voice, yeah, and the laugh freaked me out. I would love to have gotten to the convention where they did the Girls of Evil Dead, because they did it up in Montreal in 2013, and I missed out on it. I would like to have seen them, because maybe they would go over my completely probably irrational fear. But you know what? Still to this day, that part of the movie still freaks me out, and hasn't gotten any better. Next up was one that freaked out a lot of people back in the day, and that is Halloween. But it's not the one you think. It's actually not this one here. I was okay with this one until I saw the TV version. And I know stuff's taken out of TV, but for some reason, when I watched this on TV on Halloween, God, I'm not sure how old I was, it scared the crap out of me. Then again, the music was blasting. It was Halloween night. Myers was stalking teenagers, and there's that extra scenes where she got to see the flashback with him as a kid, and being young myself, that kind of disturbed me. The 6-year-old Myers, that having killed his sister, was disturbing enough, but to see him afterwards, just like in the asylum, in kind of like a vacant little scene, yeah, that was bothersome. And I'll be right back, because apparently I've got an insect to kill. Hey there, and yes, I've changed my shirt, because I killed an insect and I'm arachnophobic, and after I do so, I feel the overwhelming urge to change my clothing, because if I don't see the body immediately, it's like, what if he creeped onto me? Weird, huh? But didn't that not come kind of like apropos to me actually doing a video about being afraid? Anyway, next. It's a TV movie. And it's the top one right here, The Night Stalker. The scene with the vampires, the Night Stalker, freaked me out. There's this one scene, and I think it was used as a publicity still as well, where he's coming in and the vampire's kind of behind him, and you can see the vampire's face. He's got the fangs, and I don't know why this would probably be really silly to me right now to be scared of it, but Night Stalker scared me when I was young. It's a pretty tame fare right now, but the original Night Stalker movie scared the crap out of me. This one's going to seem almost bizarrely logical, and I can't tell you why, but 2 movies by Charles B. Pierce scared me. Well, I can tell you why with one. In The Town That Dreaded Sundown, which doesn't seem to be a very scary movie nowadays, this here, the whole guy in the hood was really scary, and watching him kill the girl from Gilligan's Island freaked me out. The second movie, the Victors, I have no idea what I found petrifying about that at the time, but I think more than anything else, this was the cover of the VHS, and it freaked me out. Does it now? No, not really, but back then, it really scared me, and when I watched it again, I was like, what was I scared of? But guess the cover. Terror Train. This movie, as I've mentioned many, many times in countless videos and stuff, just the idea of a killer that keeps changing faces, the there under your nose, that freaking mask, all these masks, it just petrified me. Again, and this one I saw for the first time on TV on Halloween. TV and Halloween kind of go together, and freaking me out. Next up is one that still freaks me out, and even this cover of this one freaks me out, because it's from the scene that freaks me out. But why do I keep it on there? Because it's a beautiful cover, and if I'm going to watch a movie and be scared shitless, that's great. Deep Red. This scene right here. The dummy scene, and I'm going to cover it up right now because shag that. Scared the crap out of me. That dummy scene still scares the crap out of me to this day. The music bothers me in Deep Red, and even just talking about it and thinking about that scene, I gotta say, it unnerves me. And last but not least was the movie that I hid, literally watching it behind the sofa in Mississauga, up in Ontario, where I lived on Lakeshore Drive at the time, and it's a mini-series. This is again TV. And when it premiered, I was hiding behind the television set. Well, not behind television, behind the sofa, where I would normally sit on and watch my Battlestar and my Wonder Woman and stuff like that. But not today, because this night I was watching Salem's Lot, the miniseries, and I'm actually pretty proud to actually have the original uncut miniseries. This was not an easy find. I don't know, maybe where you guys are at, but in this area, not really. And this here, I know it may seem a little silly now, but this vampire here freaked the hell out of me. But there's one scene that freaked me out even more, and that was the kid. There was the little kid in this movie. There's 2 brothers. One brother, they're in the woods. One of the brothers gets snatched, and he dies anyway. And the kid's in his bed, and he hears a scratching on the window. And he looks out, and he sees his brother, like kind of like hovering, kind of levitating outside the window, and just scratching. There's kind of like this foggy thing. It's kind of like this whispery, kind of let me in type thing that he's saying, and it's petrifying. There's another scene in a rocking chair with a body. It just really, really disturbed me. I haven't watched this movie since I got it, because I'm kind of wondering if it's going to scare me as much as it did. And you know what? I still find Reggie Nelder and its making kind of freaky. I haven't seen the remake. I got to check that out with Rob Lowe. Wondering if it's going to be as scary. But this thing freaked me out in the day. Those are some of the movies that scared me as a kid. I'd love to know what scared you guys as a kid. For instance, having to kill that spider, that scared me. I'm arachnophobic. And I'm big time arachnophobic. Arachnophobia, I went and saw in the theater. Insanely stupid, but I was trying to impress a girl. And don't we do a lot of insanely stupid things trying to impress girls? But for me right now, it's almost time for me to go to bed, because I got class in the morning. I got to write up a media portfolio, which is about 12 or 13 pages, which I'll be doing after class, and then I'll be coming home here. And what will I do when I come here? The same thing that I'm going to do right now. Boil the kettle, because it is time for tea. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I would love to see video responses. So, TJ, Falagar, Anready, anybody that wants to give a response, and any of you great commenters out there, Michael Prail, Paris Nick Berger, anybody that wants to give a comment down below, love to hear your comments. So many great ones. Toddy, just feel free to respond. Thanks, guys, and have a great night. Because for me right now, it is time for tea.